Dang. You are so lucky it's not a dual disc. There's no way you could have shifted it that easy. Wow. That's saying something about how that thing shifts. Oh man, it's like when one of those deals is coming to a head right here. What a day. Long story short, got the big excavator running. You'll see that in the video. Picked up this race truck earlier. Had a race car that I was working on. Did the AC and a couple other minimal things to it. And it took off and it made it, I don't know, 3-4 miles up the road. Okay, 7 miles up the road. Then the clutch started acting up. All that happened while I was at the dinner with friends and family. I need to leave in about, I don't know, 7 hours for a 150-mile rip. We need to get this race rig off the trailer. And, well, funny thing about that is the differential's all opened up. And we got a tire laying on the ground. But this is how we're starting the video. Let's have some fun. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Before we get to the new truck, quick word from today's video sponsor, Highboy. They have been providing this channel with some high quality wall gas mobile rigs for quite some time now, and they upgraded my boy to a electric dirt bike several months ago. And excited as we were, my boy wasn't quite tall enough to ride this bad scooter. So they've been patient, and I'm proud to say my boy's been growing. He's been eating his Wheaties. And he can finally throw a leg over this bad Jackson, and he's rocking this bike. And I'll tell you, working long days, come home, you can't just sit around the house. It is so rewarding to go out and actually ride around the property with the kids and enjoy it. And having electric rigs like this, it makes it a lot more rewarding because you can actually cover the whole property. And they got all kinds of different varieties, not just for little kids. I got a bigger e-bike, I got a scooter, and this, I'm not gonna lie, his little 300cc rig 300 watt, actually outruns my scooter. So check out a link in the description for those. Let's get back to the video. Dang.
pretty happy about this one. And I think everybody's been pretty happy to have seen it in person. Finally gonna unload it. It's gonna be my first test drive with the truck. Last week, I had to do a head count. Out of the blue. I haven't been offered a truck, just a cold call in a while. And last week I was offered at least 7. There's some that Taylor didn't know about that I was offered apparently, but she's giving me a weird look. Anyway, this was number 3 on the list. I got offered a couple second gens. This old boy's been a follower for a while. He wanted to remain anonymous. Didn't film him. Telling me pretty much everything about this truck. He's owned it since 2006, I believe. Anyway, bought it sight unseen. We drove 350 miles round trip. We were gonna bring it back, but or drive it back. Kind of decided, well, I didn't know the area that well. It seemed easier just to drive my rig with a trailer behind it and call it a day. So we're gonna get this bad boy unloaded, and I'm going to throw this out there. This might be the most well-equipped Dodge Cummins truck I've ever bought. And what I mean by that is the stuff that was added to this rig is like right out of my own playbook. And there's only one option. Owner did have a valid excuse, I believe, why he didn't do this option, but everything else is just checking boxes. So let me get this thing on strap real quick. We'll unload it and do a walk around.
Now that you're filming here, though, we can make that.
Decided just to use the 3,300 pound ratchet tie downs this round. Done the chains. I got the ratchet tie downs with the chains on the end of them, and I hooked them in the same spot I normally. This guy gonna make it up the hill? I had the best luck with these things not even coming loose, just using the regular ratchet tie downs. Then chains, the combo ones, they worked out. And if you guys are in the need for a new trailer store, Winnemucca, Nevada, get yourself a Diamond C. Keys are in that truck. Look at this. It's not the fact that the truck comes equipped with a key fob, it's the fact that it still exists after the truck is now 25 years old.
And still works.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this truck and what it is. In the words of Bobby J, he's really proud of his 04 because it's a 04 high output 6-speed manual, 305, 555 torque, which to be confused with the high output of 04.5. There's some differences, all right, folks, and some might consider them minimal, but anyway, this one actually checks some boxes, nonetheless. But hey. You stay with brother, and then we can play on the trailer. Okay?
World's best ramp right there.
Anyway, stay over there, Bob. Don't you climb on it. Stay with brother. But anyway, 2004, single wheel, 3,500, 4-wheel drive, short box. Haven't really had one of those, honestly, ever. But the old boy hit me up. He said he's moving, bought a new truck, wants to get rid of this one, and he thought of me. It does actually, well, this side's the good side. It does need a paint job. The clear coat on the hood is gone, clear coat on the roof, and it's even starting to lose a little bit on the bedside over there. I mean, sometimes people just park in the same spot every day, and the sun just hits it on one side, and that side ends up going. But let's pop the hood, because we'll just go into like what's going on. It's got an intake horn, air compressor right here for the pack brake exhaust brake. I have one of those on a couple rigs. They, that seemed to be a pretty good option back in the day because you got an additional onboard air, so you can control your airbags and stuff like that. It does have an S&B intake, but he took it off in order to get this bad boy smogged. Pyrometer, simple stuff. You look on the front, all of my rigs, I always put a bumper on them, and I do have a winch in most of them. I haven't hardly ever used a winch, but it's got one on it just in case. But the bumpers are on it to protect the truck from deer. Aftermarket bulbs inside this, and this is something that Ford is still running, and everybody that runs a Dodge wishes the Dodge would go back to. And some people argue the fact, well, this is kind of peasantry, but a lot of people really like it. Manual lock and hubs, so you can free spin the front end. So with one of these front ends, they're always turning. It's always spinning the axle shafts, so it is extra drag, extra wear and tear on unnecessary components. So free spin kit right here, so that you're going down the road, you got less drag, less stuff wearing out. But that also allows you to have two-wheel low, so backing up in a tight spot around a corner that doesn't need four-wheel drive skid steer hopping. That's where that comes into play. That is a very expensive option, or not an option, but an add-on. So the pack brake, it's got 4th gen mirrors on it. I've been putting those on rigs for a while. It has 274,414 miles on it currently. Look how clean this Bad Jackson is. The seat covers, he said he put these on it when he first bought the truck, and they've held up very well. I think he said he's put a little bit over 200,000 miles on this truck in the time he's owned it. And backup camera, what's this gauge right here? It's got a trans temp gauge on it. Oh, did I mention it's got an NV5600 6-speed manual? Okay, that's hard to find because they only had the 5600 in these trucks for, well, I guess 3 years, but that's still a limited production line. They only ran the 5600 for about 5 years, give or take. People argue that it's the better of the 6 speeds, but why did they run the G56 for like 15 years? Anyway, cup holders edition, that's nice. Pyrometer, boost up top, and it's got an actual nice backup camera. We'll get to that in a second. And when I was talking with this boy on the phone, I was like, man, I got several other trucks on the line. Hadn't seen this one in person, and I was very surprised at how nice it actually is in person. The photos didn't do it justice. So we came to a loose deal, and then he started telling me about all the extra stuff that he's got with the truck since he bought, well, his new truck's Ford. So he was gonna not need any of this stuff anymore. So extra fuel pumps, idler pulleys, I see U-joint, just all kinds of stuff. We'll probably do a full inspection on this. There's a factory intake horn, and just a bunch of diesel 911 and stuff like that, since his new one's got a Godzilla in it anyway. This is a tasteful addition right here. Probably one of the nicest toolboxes for a pickup I've seen. All aluminum headache rack. He's got switches up there for the headache rack lights. He's got extra fog lights up front. And this is probably the first time I've ever seen a set of flares on a truck that I was like, you know what? I don't mind it, except for like a 4th gen Laramie class. But for factory wheels and slightly oversized tires, I got 315s with the leveling kit. These actually work. And then, what's this down here? We got a little BMW turnover ball action right there.
Oh.
Yep, and it's in there. I'll tell you. Tasteful bumper on the back. It's got the factory hitch down there, which is nice. Some of these bumpers, like my L4, ties into the bumper, which I think is good and bad, but keeps it simpler this way. Crevices front and rear. This is, I haven't seen this. I thought that was nice how they did that. The backup camera is like modernized in this, but then it also has, see up under there?
Yep.
Lockable tailgate. That's like bring a little noodle. Oh wait, it's like a Ford technique, because once I got used to the Ford tailgate, I go to like a 3500, and it almost takes me out every time. It doesn't pop off, but anyway.
I don't know if I've ever seen a slow closing tailgate.
The Ford's got it. But
Well, yeah, but that's new.
yeah, it's just a simple little add-on. It goes into a factory bolt on both ends. Just simple stuff that goes a long way. And then he said, well, I got extra sets of tires and wheels for it. Obviously, he's not going to need them, so threw those in with it. I'll climb up there. The toolbox should be unlocked, and you got to see how much stuff he hooked it up with. So this was like I said, we had a loose deal, and he even agreed, like you're agreeing to a price sight unseen. He sent me a bunch of videos because he's 3+ hours away. And then he's like, by the way, all this stuff comes with it. I mean, there's a winter guard for the front of it. All the brackets and stuff are still there. Look at this, we got engine oil, a bunch of this stuff here. Fool additives, which you'd be a fool not to run additives, I think, anymore. Now this is getting down to like I probably will release a video later because this one's too exciting not to release soon. But I said got a video for like the worst things about the Cummins diesel trucks, like across the generations. And these early common rails, the worst thing for them was, well, lift pump location in a sense, and also the poor fuel filtration. But they got I think it's Baldwin, yeah, Baldwin, and you can upgrade your factory fuel filter to I think it's like a 5 micron, and I think the factory was maybe 7 or 10. You think it's not that big of a difference, but he's got a bunch of these. Why? Because it's still running the factory on the block lift pump, and he's had good luck with it. It actually came with a spare or 2 of those. I don't know if that's a good sign or not, but the fact that we got a whole bunch of these, and I think these work on VP44 trucks as well. But we got a whole bundle of those spindles. There's just, I would assume that's a water pump down there. I'm not really sure. We'll go through all this eventually. But everybody that's seen it so far gets a little bit excited.
By far the cleanest truck I think you've brought home.
Used one.
Well, yeah.
20+ year old kind of deal. Yeah, so it is. It's definitely checking boxes. I'm trying to think of a couple little deals that. Oh, it does have a fast transmission cooler on it, which I got. Fast worked with me back in the day. I got a couple rigs that got their stuff on it. That's pretty neat. Just a simple little addition, but it would be nice to paint this truck. And I was kind of hoping, like the sport truck, it just lost the paint clear coat on the roof, and then you could just do the roof skin. But it started getting into the bed, which is not the end of the world, but started getting into the door up here, and hood is completely gone. There's a couple chips up there on the fender, and the dash is still in 100%. I don't even know if I should let you guys look at it because it's still it's still there all the way. But a bunch of chicken light switches, all that goodness right there. Manual shifting, 4-wheel drive. I want to fire it up one more time because I feel like it kind of got like a cold start a second ago. Oh, it's got new injectors as well. Upgraded steering from the T to the Y or backwards or forwards or whatever that is. So it's got like the 09 Plus front end under it. 4-inch exhaust with a muffler. Listen to that. Over here. Don't lose all the stuff. He's got a bunch of service records. It does have a dash cam that records front and back, kind of like the wolf box stuff I have. It's on the factory tune right now so that he can smog it. First time in long time I'm sure it's been off. But came with Smarty Jr. My 04, I have the big dog, Smarty Senior. I like how it's even like the OG-ness of it, like Dodge 24 valve, which theoretically, like, this was, I mean, still considered that back in the day, but 5.9 common rail to really, you know, I haven't even opened this thing up, but oh yeah, just a little doozy. I think this thing is maxed out like 100 horsepower bump, but this is just like a, well, I'd honestly say like my 04 is still in really nice shape for 340 some odd thousand miles, except for it has an ECM problem. But anyway, other than that, it's still pretty nice. And looking at this one, the fact that this still has original seats, dash, and everything, how nice this truck is, this really worked out, and it was cool that the guy was excited to sell it to me after he'd been following the channel for at least 6 years. I'm kind of curious to really think that possibly some of the channel influenced some of these items on it, or maybe that's just what the people in the know went to. But I'm going to take it for a test drive after I unload the tires and wheels. That's right, there is tires on wheels and then another set of wheels back there. Alright, you want to film the chicken stick?
Filming? What are you talking about?
Look at this little bad boy. This thing is $50.
Yeah.
I can't really film you the way you're appearing over there.
Whose truck is this?
Right now it's mine. I don't know. Taylor is really, really feeling it.
I like this truck.
I wonder if this thing will do like a, it probably won't, but she's clinging. You know why she's clinging?
Why?
She wants to really learn how to drive manual transmission.
I do have to drive
Well,
more, don't I?
You know how to drive a manual transmission, but I did see her driving around the yard one time in third gear, just riding the brakes on the 04.
Hey, it was only like my third or fourth time.
I'll give her some credit because the 04 is a little bit of a riot. But anyway, we get everything unloaded. Pretty much everybody that's looked at this truck, though, does want it. And that's saying something pretty positive around it. Yeah. All right. Let me unload stuff. Oh, man. It's got a little belt chirp to it, but that's a healthy sounding truck. We're going to unload all this stuff. Figured Taylor can back it up, drive it over to the shop. And the camera makes that paint just flat out pop. Back it up. Or maybe they're on a switch. I thought he said they were connected, but anyway. Damn, that's a good sounding truck. Don't kill me. Burp the throttle. Of smoke. Doesn't even have a cat or nothing. Just past smoke because it's a OG. Shut her down. Not an ounce of smoke. Not a poof, nothing. Wow.
Okay.
This is like a low-key fire me up, kind of like a Dennis Collins discovery. It doesn't matter at all, but it's pretty cool. And I'm not even sure at this point this is what it is, but it is. It's got the factory stereo that he included with it. And the factory tow hooks. Simple goodies that I'm excited about. Antifreeze, whole bunch of fuel filters, stock deals,
And
bunch
Callahan.
of, and Callahan. water pump, spindle. I think that's probably for the free spin thing. And we got Bob. Might take that and the oil up to the container. I think most of the time I have a general idea what I'm going to do with the truck once I got it. But this one, well, I guess my idea is not to get rid of it. Black trim for the door. Before I forget, if anybody's wondering what the difference between a 04 and an 04.5, they're both considered high outputs, and technically per the year, they are. The 04.5 went to 325 factory horsepower, and some obvious differences if you don't know or you can't see the data tag on the truck. Data tag's right in there, and I know it's going to say 305, 555 on the torque. Get all fired up like Bob. But easy routes to notice in 03 versus an 04 or early 04 is the cooling shroud is not attached to the engine. On 04 it would normally come up. That'd be a high output, a little bit different kind of a deal. This one is just strictly on the old rad, old school style. And obviously performance difference is a little bit off. But when I first got my 04, I thought it was the non-big dog one. But the discharge for the turbo on a high output will be a 4-inch. So write that down. I think this is a 3.5 or a 3. I can't remember. This is the first one of them I've actually had. So it does have an upgraded fuel rail on it. You know, South Bend clutch, single disc. So that's been upgraded. Let's go ahead and take it up to the top and unload all the oil.
I haven't seen the littles.
What'd you do with the littles?
I found one.
Oh,
I found one. I haven't seen the other one though.
just Carson over here.
I know.
Huh.
What's in here?
What? Oh yeah, I see some kneecappers in there.
I hear something.
It's that dang old mouse. Pop, you gotta get rid of that mouse.
Say, get out of here, mouse.
Goofball. Not gonna lie. Kind of makes this 6.7 sound like a little sissy stick. Jeez. Oh, hopefully she doesn't run over the dog or the scooter. I'll back up my rig. I think in the beginning of this video, I did include that little red truck that I bought. And Callahan was like, yeah, mom should drive this. This should be mom's red truck. And I was honestly thinking about the little red one for Taylor's mom. But now Callahan's fired up about this one, his blue truck being for mom. And Taylor is fired up about that. That's a weird one. Get home and wife immediately says she wants the truck I picked up. Got yourself a good woman when she wants the rig. I'm not going to share the price I paid for this truck with you guys. I think all in it was fair for both parties. Again, we did agree on it. But as far as like that silver 3rd gen I got a couple years ago, like this was really close to that. And this thing is cherry. I feel blessed to honestly be approached to, buy this truck, and for the deal we came to. Hey, Callahan, don't you dare. That's sketchy. You know what would be kind of cool, Callahan? If Dodge had steps in their tailgate like the Ford does. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Because that's pretty cool having the steps on the Ford. Makes getting in and out of the truck for the littles a little bit easier. And even if you're an old timer, it makes that easier too. Forgot about that little gem right there. Don't have the ball, but we got that thing,
What is that?
Thing makes the 96 look like a little truck. There's a little bit bigger meats on it and that leveling kit.
Looks good.
Huh?
I said it looks good.
I know. It matches. I mean,
We just need this is what I keep reaching for.
yeah.
Is a step.
I'm surprised his seats are in good a shape as they are, not having a kicker step there. I don't know what in the world draws them to park right here. Multiple signs. Oh, they left the shop open. Lift the camera up so.
I don't want to.
Lift it up. I don't care. This one's recording too. Bunch of weirdos. All right. Let's see what this truck's made out of. The guy was a gentleman. Left us half a tank. Oh no, they're just gonna park over there. Let's see if the seatbelt light goes out. Oh, no kidding. Oh yeah. It feels stock. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's like really loud.
It is.
It's
Been a long time since I drove a stock one.
Now, do you think everyone can hear this thing?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Turn on
Why
the
is like
AC.
that Douglas and you were driving this thing too? Then I would like maybe hear it.
Probably, buddy.
Shifts pretty nice. Got the first 5 gears. 373 gear ratio. It does, like, forget the size of injectors he says are in it, but they're slightly overstocked. So, you can tell. It's got a little pep to it. Give him the frame of reference, my 04 was stopped about 10 years ago. I remember it very well. Not power. Not much power. Alright, we're going for high gear. You ready?
Ready?
That is arguably one of the nicer shipped in stock 5600s. Okay, we're gonna pull over and let Taylor drive. What's the name of the truck, Bob?
What's the name of the truck?
Like,
Bluey.
but I want to name it
Blue's
Blue's Clues.
Clues. I think Bluey. Bluey the truck. What do you think, Dad?
Bluey.
Yep.
Blue's Clues.
We don't want Blue's Clues that much though.
We don't.
Bob,
We
love.
got a Blue's Clues down at the shop.
Do we?
Yeah, it's a racetrack.
Mmm.
Steering wheel straight. Bluey.
Bluey.
Like what?
Going straight.
65. That's better than what my Ford Jet does at 70. Clicked over 75,000 miles, folks, when I was driving back with this truck. That's a good one. Nope, not that. Look at this big. First time locking the new bird. Honk. Oh! Look at that.
There's a bird. I will walk behind you.
She looks like a weird bird, dude. Got no forward camera on here. How rude. Here's something that'll make Taylor mad, but I'm sure guys would be happy to see. It's okay, sit back. You are so lucky it's not a dual disc. There's no way you could have shifted it that easy. Go ahead. Practice shifting. Wow. That's saying something about how that thing shifts. Your fingertip shifting it? Go ahead, give her some. Because if you take off in first, that's low. So it's kind of like granny gear. So it's like really short, long eat because it's so low geared. Grab that thing. Having the camera on, that's my filter box. It treats you,
I like
treats
it.
you really nice here. Once you get real cocky, you can start flipping that switch.
Yeah, I'm not that stoplight.
Try to put it in second. Get her up to like 2 and then give her some. Whoa, oh yeah. I wouldn't hang the clutch halfway up though.
What?
Don't hang the clutch halfway up like that though. Oh, we made a mistake going by that factory. Woo-wee. Pee-you. Nasties. Nasties. The stinkies. Could be this guy on a long e-bike. How's it feel compared to your 12?
12.
Silver truck.
Silver truck.
Been so long, you forgot all about that old gal?
I did not forget all about it. Honestly, it feels a little smaller, which I know it's not.
Smaller?
Uh-huh.
It is smaller.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's probably a foot shorter.
That makes sense.
I mean, it does have a little bit bigger tires. Hey, we're going to get copyright for you singing that Itsy Bitsy song. Goofball. I'm just kidding. You got it, bud.
And the backside.
No, I like it. Behind the wheel of a truck.
Well equipped setup.
It is weird not having a rear view mirror.
You 100% have one of those. It's underneath the back seat.
Yeah, 100%. I keep looking and it's not there.
And she's running the exhaust brake. Whoa, what was that?
What was that?
Try looking through the camera, and then when somebody lets off the steering midway through the corner, your whole world just gets rocked because you're looking down the barrel of the freaking camera. Oh,
That was a bummer.
that's not first.
What?
I don't think that's first. Yeah, let's not take off in third. All right, Big Shoots, can you reach it? Get that? Get it? Oh gosh, this truck is like what?
Ginormous, because you have to go all the way down there to get it.
Yep, pretty much. Ginormous, like pop.
I can't like.
Editing this video, midnight right now, second cup of coffee. It usually takes me a long time to get around to finally editing the footage I take. I film stuff all the time, but I run out of time in the day and I forget about stuff and just move on to the next video I edited and hopefully get it up. But this one had me excited. This $250,000-mile 04 6-speed manual truck, it's got some paint faded, it's got a couple kinks here and there, but it's got us fired up. The whole family's stoked on this truck, so I'm not going to mention his name, but the gentleman that sold me the truck, thank you very much for reaching out. And it's just crazy in the grand scheme of things. Normally when I post a video about buying a truck, get a couple more trucks come out of the woodwork, and I ought to post a video on just the time frame of some of these last builds that I've done. But kid you not, one evening I had 2 messages on Instagram selling me second-gen trucks. Both offered pretty nice rigs, and telling Taylor about it, joking around. Then I got the email for this truck offering to sell it to me. And I was like, man, what is going on tonight? Next morning, kid you not, a local guy called me, had a pretty nice second-gen 6-speed truck for sale, been parked for years. I don't know, maybe something will happen with it. That'll be a cool video nonetheless. I'm like, what is going on? Within, shoot, I think there was another one that day. So basically within 24 hours, 5 trucks got offered to me. And since then, I've had a total of 7, and I bought 2 of them. And you got to go with the ones that work. And I was honestly, I made the deal over the phone, prepared to buy this truck based on the videos and the photos he sent me and the long list of add-ons the truck had. But I was so stoked and excited, just everything, when I saw the truck in person, and it was nicer than advertised, which is rare for me. Because normally, I'm buying these trucks for, market value of what they are. Some of them aren't even running, driving, or anything. But this Bad Jackson running, driving, a couple little details could iron out. But the coolest fact that the kids are excited about it. And I know I was very excited when I got the Ford this year. The kids were excited about that. That was a big milestone on my, vehicles I purchased, was getting that Ford. But I don't think we were as excited about the Ford, and we are very excited about the Ford. I can't back that down. But this one here, we're all pretty happy. So this one, I believe, is going to stay in the V-belt fleet. I'll give it that much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, thank you for selling me this truck. I did buy that other red one you guys saw, which happens to be a kind of a rare truck. You guys will see that in an upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Bluey. We'll see you guys later.
Curious to read your comments. See you guys on the next one. Later.